Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're jumping into a really fascinating, almost poetic description of a rocket launch. It's a unique mental model for trying to wrap your head around the sheer physics and incredible energy of flight.
Okay, so let's dive right in at the very beginning, the moment of ignition. We're going to see how a rocket doesn't just, enter our world, it actually forges its own.
So the source kicks things off with this really powerful image. This isn't some gradual process, right? It's instant. It's a radical transformation. That moment of ignition is kind of like a miniature Big Bang, one that creates its own brand new localized universe right there on the launch pad.
And here's the crucial point. The rocket isn't just a visitor in our atmosphere. No, it generates what the source calls a heat exchange environment. You got to think of it like its own bubble of reality, a pocket of insane energy where the very particles of air are being warped, changed, and forced to play by a whole new set of rules.
Okay, so this new environment is created. Now let's look at the struggle upwards. And this isn't just about gaining altitude. It's a real battle against the incredible, crushing weight of the world itself.
Yeah, the source describes our atmosphere not as this empty space we fly through, but as a series of physical barriers. Just imagine trying to push your way through a wall of water, and then a wall of air, and then a wall of gas. It's this dense field of molecules, a constant, powerful resistance the rocket has to fight for every single inch.
And this slide just illustrates that conflict perfectly. On one side, you've got the rocket's raw ambition, this almost impatient desire to be on the other side of the planet right now, and it's grabbing every bit of oxygen it can and turning it into thrust. But on the other side, you've got the immense, heavy, passive weight of the air, this whole system just pushing back.
So this massive struggle, it all builds to one of the most dramatic moments in the entire flight, breaking the sound barrier.
The sequence of events here is just wild. As the rocket screams faster and faster, the air in front of it literally sharpens. It gets compressed under all that force. And the transition, it happens so unbelievably fast that the rocket actually outruns its own sound. Think about that. The physical event is over and done with before the noise even has a chance to catch up.
I absolutely love this distinction. It's not about winning some brute force fight against physics, It's not about defeating mass. It's about reaching a point of such incredible energy that the rocket fundamentally changes its relationship with those laws. It transitions. It enters a new state of being, a whole new way of moving through the world.
And this leads to this really bizarre idea of molecular stuff. The source imagines that the sheer pressure and energy at the tip of the rocket literally creates a new kind of material. It's something that's not quite air anymore, something with its own chemical life, born from nothing but pure force. So, you might be wondering, how on earth is the rocket's design handling all these incredible forces? Well, it turns out it's not just about raw strength. It's about a delicate, high-speed dance with the very air it's trying to push through. The rocket's shape, it's designed to actively work with all this chaos. It creates this lubricating, egg-shaped cushion of air all around itself. And the vibrations from the engine, the harmonics, they interact with that cushion, creating an effect the source beautifully calls a fur or a ghillie suit. And those fins on the back? They're not just for steering. They are mathematically perfect conductors for this entire symphony of forces.
This metaphor is just fantastic. It really captures the strangeness of what's happening. That compressed air in front of the rocket, it's not just air anymore. It starts to behave like something totally different, fluid, dense, almost alive, like a blob of liquid mercury being shaped by the wind.
So if you take one thing away from this, it's this. The rocket's journey literally creates entirely new phenomena. These are unique states of matter, these strange little worlds that only exist for a fleeting moment under extreme stress and speed. It's where physics starts to look a whole lot like alchemy. And that leaves us with a pretty deep thought to ponder. If a rocket, just through sheer energy and drive, can generate its own reality and even create new forms of matter, well, what unseen worlds might we be generating in our own lives just by the force of our own ambition and movement?